again. First of all, thank you so much for the people that have subscribed to my channel. I appreciate it super much, and it is super helpful for me to be able to prioritize making videos when as many as people can subscribe. So thank you so much for the people who have done it, and if you're new to the channel, please consider it. I would be super happy if you do. This week's video is from the local Autoslalom event, or Autocross as it's called in English. It was going to be the highlight when it comes to car things for me in the fall, but unfortunately I noticed a leak in my steering rack, and it's basically what I've spent the entire winter doing, is trying to fix that, because both the steering rack was leaking, and when I was trying to get the rack out, the lines were completely seized in the steering rack. So I had to try and figure out how to best change lines without needing to replace the whole thing. So I'm about to finish up the last couple of things there. The new rack is already in the car, and there will be a video coming showing how I've done the whole process. It's taken forever. Since I could not join the event myself, I've just taken some short clips and shown the cars that were at the event, and some small clips from various drivers, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. And after watching the cars, please do guess which car was the fastest in the comments below if you dare, and I will reveal the fastest driver and the fastest car at the end of the film. Here we are at the event, and this is my car, which I did not drive because of the leak. Behind me is a beautiful GT2 RS. Love that color, and so cool to see that he joins an event like this. Here are some spectators, including a 458 Italia, and for the first time there was a Ferrari 430 attending. Never seen a Ferrari at an event like this before, and it was definitely the best sounding car of the event. Moving on, we have a Camaro that went a lot sideways during the race. Some Porsches, a couple of BMWs, really quick Fiesta. We have a Turbo S, did not participate this year, and a 930 not participating. A really cool old 911 that was also in the rally that happened a couple of weeks before. The Mazda and the BMW also raced this year. BMW had the longest power slide. We have a really quick G series here that's set up for Autocross. Good. And we also have a couple of 996 GT3s. GT3s are always super fun to watch. Love the cars. Would love to have one someday. Another 930. here we have a beautiful, beautiful GT2, which I've been so fortunate to test drive, and I absolutely loved it. And some other cars in the line there. Since I could not join the event with my Porsche, I have also added a couple of films from last year's event where I did join for the first time, and the car I used then was my Tesla Roadster. It's actually not this exact Roadster because I sold that one last summer, but I ended up buying this one in the fall. Long story, this one is also out for sale, but it's a pretty awesome and fun work car for me, and it was super fun to drive it at the event. Beginner at this, but it was super fun to try the track. And the coolest thing was that after I've done my laps, I asked the guy who had the fastest time if he would like to test drive my car with me in it. So after my lap, or after the event had ended, he took my car and drove it around track so I could film it and compare to see how I could be quicker, because after driving this, even though I wasn't even though I did not have a great time, I couldn't really see how I could do it any faster. So it's super interesting to see the difference between the guy who won the event and me as an amateur. So here is the comparison between the fastest guy and me.
Litt understyrt. Direkte på styringen.
begynner å skjønne litt at det er mye lærer her. Hva det dreier seg om?
So, the third fastest time was the GT2 RS. The second fastest time was the GT2. And the fastest This guy is a brilliant driver, and he has won the whole championship for Autocross in Norway for many years, and it was ridiculously interesting to see the difference between a properly good driver and a complete amateur like myself. I was pretty shocked by how quick his comfortable pace was while sitting and watching, and I thought to myself that I could never do this, but in retrospect it's at least nice to see that my driving lines and those things were pretty good on my behalf, but he can just drive so much quicker comfortable, and from what I've heard you're supposed to be smooth and steady and stuff like that, but he just moves so much more quicker and more efficient than me, so it's a bit of a different thing with Autocross. Super fun, and so happy that he took time to do that with me.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.